right. So this is juicy. This is a juicy thing, right? And it's juicy because I don't know if it's true. Before I begin, though, I want to again huge thank you to Joe for being as the first guest on Down Back to Blockcast. Also being just awesome fucking dude, and the fact that you're trying to give a lot of us older gentlemen and gentlewomen out there the opportunity to relive the glory days in a far prettier fashion. I absolutely appreciate that, and like I said to him then, and I'll say it now, anything I can do to support or help you out, I will. So let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this, because I found this on Twitter, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I can kind of believe it actually is, right? And we're going to get into this, and we're also going to get into some other stuff as well, right? So this is an NRS terminated 14 people's contracts, including mine, right after MK11 Ultimate was released, right? This is anonymous. NRS is the most toxic work environment I've ever been a part of. If you want to stay employed there, you have to be yes man for the higher ups. If you want to be a higher up, you have to be a yes man for Ed and Dominic. I was making 13 an hour, the others that got sacked were up to 15 an hour, and some as low as 11 an hour. We were let go very abruptly too. Since we're working from home, our login credentials were revoked within the hour. I was told we were lucky to get our week's pay. Anyway, as it is with every NRS game, support for MK11 was axed in favour of making a new game to make Warner Brothers' pockets bigger. I don't think many people would have been a fan of the pack though. At that point, we were just pulling shit out of our ass. The pack consisted of Ermac, Takeda and Harley Quinn. They're getting reused in the next game, which is basically an MK11 port without the MK11 guests and with all the playable characters from MK9 and MKX or 10, except for Triborg and Cyber Sub-Zero. Imminent announcement, probably the 9th. Now, I did find it incredibly odd how that when they announced that they were cutting support, which was so strange because they said that it was going to be quite a long cycle for MK11 support, they immediately announced, we're working on our next game. Listen, man, right? I'm going to bet my Rogaine. I don't use Rogaine. I'm going to bet it anyway. Fuck it. Right? That this is true. I'm going with this is true. Right? Because we've seen a lot of assets in the game that aren't actually playable in the general sense yet. However, through modding on PC, you actually have full access to characters. Like, what's that fucking twink bitch at the end? Chronic Itch, right? And fucking Cyrax and Tampax and Sextoy, right? You can use them, okay? Through modding, you can actually use them. And with Shang Tsung, he's actually got pretty well modeled Ermac and Reptile, models. Like, character models, right? When he does some of his special moves. They are trying to basically, now, on my main channel, my Infinite Retro main channel, I did do a video, and I want to do a video on here, talking about, like a wish list for MK12, right? It's not going to fucking happen, because that would require actually listening to the player base, right? But I can agree to, I can believe what this person's saying, right? Because people were fucking getting PTSD, coding and creating the what was it, the crushing blows and the X-ray type moves and the fatalities by actually researching like cadavers and accident victims and dismemberment and stuff. And don't fucking tell me that everyone in that company didn't ask how the hell they came up with this this incredible detail, or what inspired you to make it so that, like, when you're dragging a corpse, when you're Cabal doing his fatality and you're dragging him with your hawk swords and the eyes are fucking falling out and the skin's peeling off, going along the fucking ground. Don't tell me they didn't know and didn't ask a question. Well, how'd you do this? And wondered and think to themselves, you know what? Maybe this is going too far. This is supposed to be a fighting game, not a horror game, right? I was saying this to Joe the other day. I don't like the direction, and I haven't for a while, that MK's heading, right? You're all about this just big show, but you have the fucking shittiest combo system ever conceived in a fighting game, right? It is crap, okay? It is just the most garbage fighting combo system, right? Because all people do is they learn one big string and they sit there and they just spam it until that character gets nerfed and they choose the next one. And no offense, as much as I love MK9, that's where it started. In fact, when you started making Mortal Kombat 3D, like proper 3D, like a Tekken version of Mortal Kombat back in like Deadly Alliance, that's what I had a problem with. Making fucking combos, starting your combos without even touching the person. Who the fuck does that shit in a fight, right? Oh, we have to think about realism with our Mortal Kombat game. You know, a chick isn't going to show up in a fucking bikini to fight. Bitch, fucking Mortal Kombat isn't real. Explain to me, can you find me on Google Maps where fucking Outworld is, please? Right? You're sitting there worrying about fucking side boob and offending people, yet the men are fucking undressed, you know. But you want to talk about realism? Oh yeah, when people fight, what they do is they start their combos, without it. Fuck off. Don't get me started on this bullshit, right? Ever since, like, they went from Midway to NRS, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm, you know what? I'm going it. That's it. Fucking, I believe this. I believe in Harvey Dent, right? I believe in Harvey Dent, okay? Right. Now, this is what I want to show you, because it talks about not having guest characters. And this is, again, the problem. Interestingly enough, though, I don't see it happening with other fighting games. I don't see other fighting games getting delisted for having crossover, characters, right? But the problem is that Mortal Kombat has delisted MK9. You can't buy it anymore unless you find a CD key somewhere or pick up a console copy somewhere. Because the fact that they've got Freddy Krueger in it. And they're facing that same hurdle with both MK10 and now MK11. They have to make a Mortal Kombat game without guest characters, right? And the only way that... Because what's going to happen is MK10's going to be the next one that gets delisted. I'd almost fucking guarantee it, right? They're going to delist it because they've got a whole bunch of guest characters in there that their contracts are going to be coming up on, because MK10's been out for a while now, right? So they've needed, they go, well shit, if we delist another game, then the fans of the series are going, come on man, this is bullshit. Like, at least fucking remove the characters. So what they're going to do is they're going to take the MK11 engine, right? And a lot of the characters have already shown up in the game, and they're going to take them and they're going to put them in there, and they're going to bring the rest back, and they're going to make an Armageddon 2.0 from MK9 and up, right? And I'm going to show you in a minute how many characters they're actually not going to have. Unless they add them later as DLC, well, I wouldn't be fucking surprised, right? But I'll show you, right? I'll show you. So we're going to start with MK9. We're going to start from, we'll go MK9, MK10, and then the surprise list, right? So check this out. So this is MK9's character. That's a huge image. Holy shit, right? There we go. So we'll just make that massive screen for the moment, right? So who we're missing out on in MK11? We're missing Ermac and Reptile. Straight up. Human Smoke. Cyrax and Sector, or Tampax and Sextoy. Right? We're missing Striker. And we're missing Cyber Sub-Zero, but apparently that's a no-go. And we're missing Quan Chi. Right? That's who we're missing. And the guest characters that were Mortal Kombat characters actually were added in anyway, right? With Mortal Kombat 11, right? So we had, what was it? Scarlet. We had Scarlet. We had was Cyber Sub-Zero listed as a guest character? Not 100% sure, but no, that's right. We got Kenshi, we got Rain, and we got Scarlet. So if we go to MK10, right? MK10 screen, forgetting the guest characters on the far left, okay, we are now missing, right, so I mentioned Kenshi, right? We are missing Ferritor, okay? God, some of these characters are absolute shit. We're missing Takeda, was it Kung Jin, Tanya, and Bo Raicho, and Tremor, and Goro as well, right? Now, obviously, there are boss characters that you can play in mods for MK9, which is Goro, Kintaro, and Shao Kahn, right? And Shao Kahn's a playable character, so he's going to be in there. And Shinnok, of course, you know, they can bring him back, right? But I'm going to show you something, right? Because this is how many characters we're actually going to be missing out on. People are going to think, oh, this is wonderful. We're going to have all these characters. You know, I've got a big boner. Yeah, let me ruin that shit for you. I'm going to ruin that shit for you right now. Right? So we are missing, and we'll miss chameleons. We're not going to have chameleons. We've got Dairu, right? We've got Darius. We've got Reiko. We've got, oh, what the fuck is his name? I'm just trying to have a look. What is his name? Hotaru. I'm just looking at the list. What's his fucking name? Avado. Yeah, he's from the Black Red Dragon clan, right? We're not going to have Tegan and Dagon. I'm assuming we wouldn't, you know, anyway, because again, they're not going back this far to pull characters in, which is a real shame. We're not going to have Shijinko. We're not going to have Suhao. We're not going to have Cobra, right? We're not going to have Kai, right? I mean, obviously characters like Meat and fucking, what's the fucking mocap dude? You know, we're not going to have him, right? We're not going to have Serena. We're not going to have Lee May. We're not going to have Ashura, right? We'll get Frost, that fucking funny looking version that came in MK, right? We're not going to have Kira. We're not going to have Natara, right? Definitely not going to have Mataro, Havoc, Draman, Moloch, and fucking, what's his name? Onaga, right? And Blaze, right? And I'm missing one. What's his name? Jarek, right? I'm not going to have Jarek. Okay? That is a fuck ton of characters that we've been missing, right? And people eat it up. Right, there's a lot of people out there that just suck the dick of Mortal Kombat just because it's got a dragon on the side of the box. And I'm sorry, you know, that's just not good enough for me. Right? It's not good enough. I love Mortal Kombat, and that's why I'm passionate about it, and that's why I speak out about it. Because I don't understand, because this is, you know, like, this is just stupid. And if that is true, right, then this is them basically saving their ass. Because what they'll do is they'll announce Mortal Kombat 12 as an Armageddon type game, a 2.0, right? Hey, they might add all those old characters. This should be a fucking comedian, right? They're not gonna have those characters from MK Armageddon, right? So, oh, we're going to be stuck with a shitty fighting system. We're going to be stuck with that shitty fucking system of, like, you know, pieces, right? Unless they shave it right back. Unless they do away with that, just go, you know what, we're just going with costumes. I'd be happy with that. It worked well in MKX, it worked well in MK9. It worked well in every other fucking Mortal Kombat fighting game that had alternate costumes. I don't need gear pieces. I don't need to customize fucking Scorpion's cock. Alright? Just give me a fucking outfit. I actually like the outfits that Scorpion had in MKX far more than the ones that showed up in Mortal Kombat 11. I don't care if I can customize. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a shit. Right? I just want a great fighting game. That's all I care about. So I'm just looking here. Apparently MK Armageddon had 62 fighters, right? Which is incredible. How many did Trilogy have? How many did Mortal Kombat Trilogy have? Let's have a look. Where is it? Is it gonna say? Let's see. What's it say? I'll piss off with your fucking ad. It's not gonna tell me. There's a lot. Characters. Is it gonna say? Yeah. It's not gonna say. I don't fucking. I'm just trying to skim through it to see. No, I can't find it. It's a lot. It's a hell of. It's not as much as Armageddon, obviously, but it's a lot. So, you know, this actually, I really honestly believe this is probably true. Almost 100%, I believe this is true, right? And it's fucking lazy. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna announce the game, and then at some point, they're gonna go. You know, after they've gone, every single character from Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 9 will be in Mortal Kombat 12 along with the roster of MK11. Woo! By the way, we're delisting Mortal Kombat 10. What? I'm sorry, what was that? Right? Because eventually what they're going to do is they'll delist MK11. Right? And if you bought it, that's fine. You'll still be able to access it, right? But they'll delist it. Oh, fuck yeah. They'll absolutely delist it. Because they got guest characters in it. And they're probably realizing that, like, they're going to piss people off if they don't fix that problem. They have to fix the problem. They have to somehow, like, do away with the guest character shit, but also make it so that there's a product that people go, oh, okay. You know, they're going to have some sort of upgrade system. Massive discount for people, I reckon. I'd fucking expect that. Because that's what they're going to do. I'd almost fucking guarantee it. If that was true, what I just read out to you from that post, this is what they'll do. They'll delist those old games with the promise that this new one will have everyone. And it will. Like, that won't be a false promise. But unfortunately, they probably won't have an upgrade path of a discount because you own the previous ones. No, they will fleece you dry. Right? And then bring out DLC for it. Unreal, man. Right? It's just fucking soul of Mortal Kombat died a long time ago. And it's a real tragedy. Oh, there's ways you can enjoy MK. Like classic MK, if you love classic MK, there's lots of ways to enjoy it. But, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Right? Do you believe it? I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Right? So we'll see what happens. I know it's a long video. I do appreciate you guys watching it. I really do. But I just wanted to show you the gravity of what could possibly happen. Anyway, guys, catch you next time. See ya.